pleasure, but I have been watching a reality competition on the Lifetime channel called Child Genius. Battle of the Brightest. I came across it purely by accident and was hooked. Based on a program from the United Kingdom, it pits young children in a contest to win a $100,000 college fund by showing off their smarts. The competition is in cooperation with MENSA, an organization for people with very high IQs. These children are not just smart, they rank at the genius level with extremely high IQs and armfuls of achievements already in their young lives in the fields of math and science, languages, technology and music. Each week they compete in subjects such as math, advanced spelling, geography and world affairs. One by one, they stand in front of the microphone and answer questions as their parents look on anxiously, and each week, one of them is eliminated. Of course, no one wants to go home, least of all their parents, who begin pushing and cajoling their children increasingly as the weeks of the competition wear on. During study times, children sit with their parents going over study materials. When they become exhausted and irritable, their parents crank up their encouragement, which sounds more like harassment. When the children break down in tears, angry and frustrated parents tell them to pull themselves together and you just need to concentrate. Little Vivek, 9, who has an IQ of 160 plus and wants to be an astrophysicist, wrinkled his nose to keep his glasses up, and it gave him the look of being terrified, which I believe he was. Claire, 10, who excels in technology, piano and math, was coached by a self-proclaimed tiger mother. Claire, with her excess of hair bows, often smiled perkily, but when things didn't go well, her cheerful facade began to crack. Sam, 12, whose parents fill his days with enriching activities such as language schools and Duke Tip program activities, always wore a dress shirt and tie and a too large sport coat, but did his best to please his high-achieving parents. My favorite was Adrian, 10, who lives with his single mother in Peachtree City, Georgia. He plays the piano like an angel, has already been granted admission to Juilliard, and has skipped 6 grades in school. There is a sweet geekiness about Adrian, who expresses himself like a miniature adult. His Russian mother works with him daily on his studies, and the two of them have a routine that works. When Adrian's father showed up at the competition to help, Adrian's mother was clearly unhappy about it. The father wanted to take over and show Adrian how to study, and often grabbed at his pencil to show him something. When an off-camera interviewer prompted him, Adrian told her his mother gives him 1 day off a year. He dreamily said that is the day he can do absolutely anything he wants to do or even nothing. The interviewer asked if he has ever considered asking for a second day off, and he considered the question. If he got a second day off, he said, perhaps it wouldn't be quite as meaningful. It is interesting that of the last children standing in the competition, all their parents were foreign-born or of different ethnicities. The idea of pushing their children to excel was clearly not a worry to them. I hope someday when these children look back at episodes of Child Genius, they'll be able to forgive their parents for the sometimes demeaning treatment they got while the cameras rolled and the tears flowed. Adrian, who grew increasingly competitive as the event wore on, was the ultimate winner. He is now a senior in high school, has applied to Harvard for next year, and said the $100,000 would be a big help in paying his tuition bills. At the top-tier colleges, that would pay for only a year and then some, but who would look a gift horse in the mouth?